Okay, so our standard footwork holds that we run with our defense. We have the X down here. These guys could be defenders. We'll do it without a stick. So the defensive player in the drill will have a stick, but the dummy attackman, which is another defender probably typically, will not have a stick. And the idea behind this is that they can get a full sprint heading upfield and really put a lot of pressure on these guys to learn how to cover fast guys cutting up the field from X. Most defenders are tend to be a little bit slower than some of the crafty attackmen out there. So taking the stick away from the simulated attacker gives that defender a lot more footwork and conditioning to kind of try to keep up with the dodging dummy attacker, right? So basically the defender, he's got to start at the crease, he's got to approach and take a good angle, and then we'll do them all the same direction to start with, just to keep it simple and meticulous. But so say the guy goes to his right, he's gonna be sprinting, and this guy's got to catch up, right? If he doesn't catch up, then he's kind of, just being dragged up the field. But he's got to realize that as this guy gets to that 5 and 5, he's got to get in front, take that big step to force him to turn him out. That's where our V hold would come in. He'd be using the V hold outside once he's getting inside that 5 and 5 to really kind of turn him. We're looking for that crease slide to come under if they get topside. To make sure the defender gets topside of his man, and that crease slide would come out in the middle. But that's why we emphasize that, because we want this guy to really close this gate. And I'll put cones out here to kind of simulate what this arc looks like. We want them. Ultimately, we want the defender beating them to a point up here with it, and getting a V hold in if they can, to really turn that player back toward GLE in that back corner of the field. That's where he's aiming for. If not, then we're sliding early. If we're getting beat that bad, we'll slide early above the crease guy. Above the X defender, just to get that double team, and then this guy can shed and recover the crease. But so. Again, we're just really emphasizing that we want that simulated offensive guy to get to that 5 and 5 box. And we need to get that V hold in as we get to there if we're chasing them, to really sell it and turn them back. Out here, we're making contact. So just your stick holds, your normal stick holds. And then we really want to get our feet in front of them as we're approaching GLE, take that big step, turn them, V-hold them, turn them to the outside, then take that other big step, close the gate, pinch them, and move them back to GLE. And at this point, we're not throwing any checks in here. That's the big thing I want to emphasize. No checks being thrown in that danger area. We just want to get constant pressure on them as they're approaching GLE, get that constant pressure. No throwing stick checks, get upfield at this point to kind of turn them, use that crease as your other defender, turn them back toward GLE so that we know that our slide can come underneath and help out. We just don't ever want to get beat topside. It's getting kind of ugly, but hopefully that kind of explains it. And I've been trying to find a good video of a drill that can show this. So when I do, I'll post that as well. But awesome. Hope that kind of explains it. And again, this is a conditioning drill as well as that V-hold, footwork hold, V-hold drill. And I should probably call this V-holds. But yeah, those are for the long poles and short sticks. The short sticks aren't really good at getting those V-holds, so they're not going to be able to get that V-hold to turn them back toward the crease. So they got to get upfield faster using those short sticks and kind of really close that gate, turn them back, pinch them. And we call it pinching because we just want constant pressure down here. We don't want to just be pushing on them, because if you push on them, they can get that step and get topside, a good crafty attackman. So we're not pushing, it's just constant pressure, friction, and we're kind of pinching them back toward GLE. So it'll make more sense on the field, and it's a good conditioning drill. These guys are not going to keep up, and the idea is that that's the point, and that they will learn to get faster and have to get faster as the season goes.